If you ever plan on renting an apartment, leasing a car, or buying a house, then you need to have great credit. 18 to 22 is the best time to build credit because you're probably in college and don't have many responsibilities. If you graduate with a high credit score, then you'll be set for the real world. I was able to build a credit score in the high 700s by the time I graduated college. And if you do every single step in this video, you'll be able to do the same. I'll talk about everything that affects your credit score and what credit cards are best when you're just starting out. Hey everybody, my name is Hisham Khan and welcome to Income Over Outcome. Now, building credit is very important and honestly, it's not that difficult. You just need to have the financial literacy to understand what you need to do, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Your credit score is a number ranging from 300 to 850, and it basically tells a story of how responsible you are with money. It's a number based off of your habits to see how well you use money. There are three main credit reporting agencies, and those are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. These companies basically give you a credit score based on what credit card companies tell them. Whenever you apply for a loan, the lender is going to ask these three companies for your credit report, which will determine if you get the loan and what your interest rate will be. Even if you don't plan on taking out loans, you still need to have a good credit score because landlords, insurance companies, and utility companies all look at your credit. If you have a bad credit score, you'll pay a higher rate, so a good credit score can save you a lot of money. So the higher your credit score, the better deals you get. Ideally, your credit score should be above a 720 to get the best interest rates. Each of the three credit agencies are actually required to give you a free copy of your credit report every single year, which I highly recommend you do. A lot of people actually have mistakes on their credit report, which holds their credit down. If you look at one free credit report every 4 months, then you'll have a great picture of your credit throughout the year. And it's actually real easy to do that. All you have to do is go to this website, which is linked in the description below. There are 6 things that impact your credit score, and those are your utilization rate, your on-time payments, the total length of your credit history, the diversity of your types of credit inquiries, and derogatory remarks. Now that might sound complicated, but when you look into each of those things, you'll see that building credit is actually fairly simple. The first 3 things, your utilization rate, on-time payments, and total length of your credit history, are what have the biggest impact on your credit score. So really, those are the 3 things you need to pay attention to, and that's what I'll focus on in this video. Your utilization rate is how much of your credit you're actually using. If you consistently max out your credit cards and carry a balance over month after month, then that signals to lenders that you might be overspending or you're irresponsible with your money. To build credit fast, your utilization rate shouldn't be over 30%. So if your credit limit across all your credit cards adds to $10,000, then you should never carry a balance over $3,000. The easiest way to keep a low utilization rate is just to pay off your credit cards in full every single month. Of course, you're probably going to have to spend more than 30% of your limit at some point. And if that happens, just pay your balance down and it's no problem. You should never be spending more on a credit card than you can pay off every single month because they have insane interest rates. If you keep a balance month to month, not only are you going to ruin your credit score, but you're going to pay an insane amount in interest. And that's how people go into credit card debt. This goes into the second thing that determines your credit, and that's your on-time payments. Like I said before, companies just want to know that you're responsible with your money. So if you're consistently paying your credit card bills late, even if it's in full, then your credit score is going to take a hit. And the third thing is the length of your credit card history. The longer you have established credit, the higher your score is going to be. The overall age of your credit history is basically an average of how long each of your credit accounts have been open, which is why it's really important to start building credit early. If you start building credit at 18, then you're going to have years of established history by your mid-20s when you want to start renting apartments and buying cars. The general rule of thumb is that it takes 7 years to build a strong credit history, which is also why you should never cancel a credit card. If you do that, the average age of your credit history is going to fall, and your credit score is going to go with it. The tricky thing is that if you don't have a good credit score or you have no credit at all, then a lot of companies just won't let you get a credit card. I remember when I was first trying to build credit, no one would approve me because I had no credit history. So the solution to this is to get a cosigner like a parent or someone else with a good credit score who could back you up. Your cosigner is basically saying that if you're unable to pay your bills, then they're going to step in or take responsibility. Now, I completely understand if you can't do that. In that case, you can get a secured credit card, which is a credit card where you have to put a deposit down just in case you can't pay your bill. Secured credit cards allow anybody to build credit. When you're just starting out, it's really important to get an entry-level, zero-fee credit card, and my favorite is the Discover It. This is the first credit card I ever got, and although I did need a cosigner for it, in general it's pretty easy to get approved for. The Discover It is the most common credit card you'll see on any college campus, and there's good reason for that. It has no fee and you still get cash back. I absolutely love the cash back on this thing because I've been able to pay a lot of my bills back with this. For an entry-level credit card, there's definitely no wrong going with this. If you want more information on it, I'll link it in the description below. Discover also has a really good secured credit card that you can get if you have a hard time getting approved. The Capital One Platinum is also another really good option if you're just starting out, but that card doesn't have any rewards or cash back, which is why I like the Discover better. As you build a better credit score with these entry-level credit cards, you can start applying for better credit cards that give you more rewards, like the American Express Platinum, which has allowed me to travel the world for free. Let me know if you would be interested in a video about the best rewards credit cards and how to take advantage of them. Really, all you need to do is get a zero-fee credit card, pay it off in full and on time every single month, and never cancel a credit card. You'll be well on your way to a high credit score. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Leave any questions or comments you have down below and I'll be sure to answer them. I'll be posting a new video on Friday about high-paying jobs in the healthcare field, so be sure to tune into that. But until then, take care.